Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome everybody to Royal Psychic Live TV episode 9. Welcome everybody. How's the weather been? And let us know where you're tuning in from this evening. We have 2 lovely special guests in this evening. I'll let you know a little bit more about them a little bit later on. Okay, so I will be your host this evening. My name is Angel Trishelle. We're filming here from Sydney, Australia. Okay, it's Tuesday the 14th of July, 8 p.m. Sydney Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so let us know where you're watching from, guys. That'll be fantastic. We're going to be on for the next hour or so doing free live readings. So let us know where you're tuning in from. That'll be fantastic. Comment with a direct question. That way it'll be easy for the psychics to tune in this evening, because we are doing short readings. We want to get through as many as we can this evening. Okay, when the psychics do come in this evening, they will be explaining a little bit more about their skills, their talents and tools. I do know that they are psychic mediums. I've had them at my Wellbeing Expos a few times, and I've seen them on my travels over the years at many expos. They do sell a lot of crystals, so they'll probably mention a bit about their crystals this evening, because I know that they do sell crystals online, and I'm pretty sure they have an event coming up very, very soon where they've got a huge, huge sale on their crystals. So you can ask a little bit about that also. So please be specific with your questions this evening. Please like and share our page. We can see who likes and shares our page, which that's fantastic, because that puts you more in line for us to connect in for you to get a reading. Also, I have put a link up there for Yardstream. So if you guys do click on that Yardstream link, that allows Facebook to see your comments and your beautiful photos that you put up. It'll come through our live show here on Yardstream as well as Facebook, and that way we can pop you and add you into the show. Okay, so that's a little bit of information for you guys. So if you do click on that link, that way we could be able to see your comments as well as on Facebook, as well as on Yardstream. Okay, as I said, please be direct with your questions. Okay, please support our page. That'll be fantastic. As we are new, it's only our 9th episode. We are doing free readings. Tonight we have Royal Psychic Kim and Royal Psychic Michael, and they're both from Kimbo's Psychic Reading. So that's where you can find them on Facebook. Okay, guys? And also, if you're looking to connecting with me, because I do my Royal Psychic Lives on a Wednesday evening, you can find me on Angel Trishelle Angel Trishelle Psychic Reading Room. Okay, I have got the psychics in the lobby. I can see all your beautiful comments coming through. So, okay, I'm just going to bring Kim and Michael in and introduce them so you can see what lovely psychics you have reading this evening. Okay. And we've also got Monica up as one of our first clients in to be read this evening. Then we'll jump in and start answering the live feeds. Okay. Good evening, Kim. Good evening, Michael. I hope you can hear me okay.
Hi. Yep, we can hear you.
Hi, it's great. It's welcome. Glad to have you all on board. Okay, now, just so the viewers know, I did introduce and say who we did have on board and where you're from. But we'll start with you, Kim, because this is a mother and son duo tonight, so I'm pretty excited. So we'll start with Kim. So, because I'm pretty sure that's, it comes down the generational lines by the sounds of things. Yeah. So, Kim, do you want to just let the viewers know a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay, my name's Kim. I'm actually a 4th generation psychic. It comes from my mother's side of the family, so my mum and my grandmother and that. I do psychic medium. I can read pictures. I can read jewelry. I can find things as well. If people lose things, I can find them as well. It started at a really young age. When I was a kid, I didn't understand it. I'd see things change and see housing estates be built and roads and shops and things change, but it was never talked about when I was a kid at home. It wasn't until I got older and I was actually nearly due to have Michael that it all started to really really come back to me. So sort of just progressing over the years from there, and teaching Michael to understand it all and everything as well. So I love it because you get to talk to so many different people from so many different walks of life, and the mediumship is just the best because you get so many different generations from so many different eras. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. And I love just giving a little bit of insight to people, you know, with their questions and stuff like that. Try and help as many people as we can. So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, now Michael, it's your turn.
Hello.
Your turn.
I am currently fixing up getting the one of the chats up on the iPad as well, so that we've got even more chance to see everyone. But hi, my name is Michael. I am a 5th generation psychic in the family. I only started doing this about 2 years ago, I want to say, and I always grew up as a very logical and numbers orientated person, and so like starting to read the questions and watching mum do it and then attending classes, it was very much a confliction between, I can't explain this, so how do I explain it to make it real? But I can't deny what I'm seeing and what I'm saying as something that I, you know, can see and feel. So I love to mix that logic in with the psychic mysticism, I think is the best word for the psychic and mediumship side. But yeah, I'm not very good at talking much. We also
That's
run,
okay, Michael.
whoop, sorry.
Yes, we do. We do crystals.
No, that's okay. I'm bantering on here to myself.
But no, we do run crystals as well on a new page we started called Kimbo's Crystals. We have our crystal live feeds every Saturday from 7:30 to 9:30, and we're also doing a special one tomorrow night around for the same time. But we go live on our Kimbo's Reads Psychic Medium page every Thursday and Sunday. Thursdays from 8 p.m. till 9:30, and then Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30. Oh, there's Jess.
Hey.
Hello. And yeah, we do have an event in August at the moment. The 1st of August, we are currently down at Bulli PCYC. We are there from 10 until 4 p.m. We have readings with myself and mum, as well as our platform events running from 12 to 1 o'clock with myself, and then 1 o'clock to 2 p.m. with mum. And we also have our good friend volunteering to help us out, Margaret, as well, who will be running our crystal stalls.
Busy. Very busy.
Totally haven't had this rehearsed for so long. Alrighty. But as far as I know, that's everything on me. I feel very boring because mum's like, I have all of this information and knowledge, and I just sit here and look pretty.
It's funny. Is she frozen?
Are you right,
Angel's
Angel?
frozen. You can see us, but Angel's frozen.
That's all right. We will start with the readings then. So I have the... Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Angel's sort of frozen, and we've got you
There
up.
she is.
Nope, she's back again.
Can you hear
back
me?
again, Angel?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you keep on freezing. We've got everybody else, but you keep on freezing.
I've got severe weather warning down the south coast here.
Is that what it is,
Oh,
Kelly?
okay.
Cool. Is it
If
raining
you've got
up?
Monica up, read her.
Sorry.
If Monica's there, Dale, just read her.
Okay. Monica had come up on the screen for a card reading. I believe it had come up really quickly and then went again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the 3 cards and go with that. So Monica for a card reading, 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. Monica, to start off, your first card is the 10 of Cups, which is Parties and Celebrations card. I do feel like this one is going to be relatively close, but I don't feel like it's directly related to yourself. I feel as though it could be like a friend or an associate that you're being invited along to. The reason why I feel that is that I feel very foreign inside of this space. I don't feel like it's somewhere I'm quite familiar with. But it's due to either a friend or a colleague. I feel like it's a colleague because I'm not as close to this person who's just holding a little get together at the moment to kind of celebrate something happening, and we've been invited along. The second and third card coming in, we've got your 3 of Swords and 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Swords is a very jealousy orientated card. I feel as though there's someone that's going to be at the party who for some unknown reason, it's just going to kind of look at you and have an instant opinion on what they think of you. I really don't think it's going to I don't think it's going to affect you in any way, shape or form with your job and career. I feel like it's just going to be a social standing. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like there's anything major or negative around it. I feel like it's just an immediate opinion that is just going to start to slowly get itself into the social norm around the person involved, if that makes sense. The person that brought you with to the party, these two are close, and that's where the whispering is going to start. But as long as you keep your head down, your bum up, I don't feel like there's going to be any issues around the workplace for it. As the last card, the Eight of Pentacles, is a work card. It is just a paid work card. Work is definitely still going to be around regardless of everything that happens. So yeah, hope that helps, Monica.
It does.
And, whew,
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Still keeps on dropping in and out. So,
but all good. We've got everything sorted with everything else, so we're just going to keep going.
have you got any questions or anything?
Pardon?
Have you got any questions you'd like to ask?
Yeah, I've only just got the one.
Yeah.
Will I turn my love of dogs into my next career?
Okay. For that to work, you would have to work on it. Okay, I do see you just like starting off just slowly, like just like one or two here or there, and then slowly but surely word of mouth will get around. It will take at least 3 to 4 months for you to build that business up, though. But it's the word of mouth that will help you. So It doesn't matter how much advertising and everything that you will be doing. It's going to be the people that you're already starting on and slowly building from there. That's where you will build your clientele from. I see you spending a lot of money on advertising and stuff, and I feel that it's going to be pointless because it's not really, it'll get you out there, but not as much as having all that word of mouth around you in the first place. So that's where it's going to build from. But it's at least another 3 months to slowly start building that up for you. By about April, May next year. Around April, May next year, you'll find that you will be sort of like, you'll actually have a choice to make around April, May next year. And you're going to choose whether or not to take this on full time or whether to keep it still as a part-time thing on the side. But that's a choice that you're going to have to make, and that's around April, May next year that you'll have that decision to make. So, I mean, you will be in a really good position to be able to, take it over as full-time, but I'm not sure if you're really going to be ready to take that risk right there and then. So it might take you a little bit longer, do you know what I mean? So it's sort of you weighing up your options around that time. So, yeah. So I have
plan what to
everything's happening so quickly. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so up on the screen, sorry, we just have Kylie Marshall asking would love some guidance on what I'm currently doing and the career path.
Oh, back again.
Hello.
You're back again.
Severe weather warning. If it's not bushfires, it's a severe weather.
Oh, this is awesome.
In and out.
Yeah, so we've got Kylie Marshall would love some guidance on what I'm currently doing and the career path I've chosen. Thank you so much. I'll go through your cards in a moment. I saw Colleen Conroy and Kim Wood both asking about their home. Colleen said, can you see me selling my house or where I would move to? And Kim asking whether I would keep my home. I feel as though the two of you ladies are going to end up being in the same end predicament. What I mean by that is, Colleen, I can see you selling your home, but I can't see you moving anywhere you want to. I feel as though the sale of the house is going to be prolonged. It's going to happen a bit later than we wanted to, and it's not going to be as high, which is usually what happens when houses are up for too long. I do feel like you're going to have to settle for an amount in order to get it done so that you can start working on something new, but I don't feel like you're going to be happy with any of the locations you see. I feel like there's going to be something wrong with one of the houses as well that's really going to turn you off. I feel like there's a third location that's towards the east, way more inland. I'm seeing a map of New South Wales, like inland where some inland cities are. I don't travel much. But I feel like there's going to be a third location, more inland, that's going to be a bit more your style. You're not really going to enjoy the house, but it is going to be there. And Kim, the same thing with you is I feel as though you're not going to end up either with your current home at the moment or in a place that you want. I feel like you're going to be placed into a home rather than being able to look for one and choose one for yourself. You're right, Angel?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
We can see a picture of you, but you're not moving.
We've got some
I
friends.
know, Michael. Michael, is it?
What entry's on again? Okay. As long as everybody else is still up, we are still able to keep on going and continue. So yeah, Kim, I don't feel like you're going to in this kind of home. I just feel like you're going to have to move. And I do feel like you're going to have to place into a new home rather than finding it yourself. Now, where was the Kelly Master would love to learn into what I'm currently doing in the future. You need a lot more confidence in yourself and the ability that you have to do the job. You need to not so much look at it as a trial or not so much look at it as work, but try and find a way to make it fun. Try and find a way to make it interesting. So, for example, I see, as I said, I'm a very logical person, so I'm doing a lot of mathematical equations. Okay. That's a bit weird. I need to get one.
Is anybody else having problems hearing us? Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you, but someone's just made a comment saying that we're muffled.
Yeah. It's a bit
I
strange.
can hear you okay. It's a bit of a storm just picking up here. But Monica, you've had your reading day. I'll just watch it on the live feed on the Facebook, sweetheart, instead of just sitting there in the lobby, honey.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Kylie just said it's fixed. She can hear now.
Yep, I was just getting a private message from Jess saying that it had been fixed as well.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it was there were saying people in the lobby,
Okay.
but my end keeps freezing. I think I've got bad.
Bad internet. If there's the weather warning, that's going to mess with it, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're still here. We're going to keep kicking as hard as we can.
Yeah, and if the messages are coming through, guys, if I keep freezing, just feel free to just keep pumping the readings out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Awesome.
No worries.
Yeah, so Kylie Marshall, you need to have that more confidence in yourself and your ability to get the job done in a way that still makes it seem interesting. It does feel a bit daunting. I'm kind of just being put back into high school where I was just given a list of equations to do and I just had to keep on going. I don't think it's necessarily a fear of the amount of work. I feel as though it's a fear of not doing a good enough job to satisfy those around us. We need to have a lot more confidence because you do have that ability to do it, no problems asked. But it's kind of like just we're letting that little bit of daunting, like overburdening, I don't know the right word, sorry, like that nature about it to kind of take over. We just need to relax and breathe, have a lot more confidence in yourself, and you are going to be okay. It is going to be a job that's going to work out well for you, especially in the long run. I feel like we're going to be staying here for a little bit. Once we get into the swing of things, it's going to be a lot easier to handle. I'm running out of breath. I'm not used to being so quick. Awesome.
All right. So which one are we reading from here?
Okay, so I've got the StreamYard comments on my phone. Mum has got the Facebook reading comments on the iPad and her phone, and we also have the comments that you're popping up, Angel, on the laptop. Thank you so much, very accurate. Awesome, Kylie. I'm glad I could help.
All right. What have we got?
I'm not actually not copying anything out. I think if you press on those messages on the Yard stream, it should pop up on the front screen anyways. I think you actually put these messages up.
Michael.
Am I?
It's you, Michael.
I don't need
Kylie said, thank you so much. Very accurate. That's awesome.
Okay, this stream's starting to flow through a bit better now.
Yeah.
I just said, I think it might be because you're logged into the lobby twice there, Michael.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I can jump out and go through the Facebook if that's awesome.
Oh, we've already got a what do you call it?
A troll?
A troll.
Oh, okay. What's
We
the
already
limit?
have a troll.
What's the limit?
No.
How badly can I ruin them?
Yeah, we get one every week, doll.
Yeah, we had
Ah.
them the other night as well.
Okay.
All right.
yeah, we'll
So
have to
we got a
take that.
question. What do we got?
Just pick one.
All right. We've got a couple of different names here.
Yeah, it's starting to keep.
Masiga, Jerome. Want to know things around me is good or not? All right. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have faith in yourself. I just feel like that you're just lacking confidence. Okay. And I feel like there's actually a couple of people around you that sort of dampen the way that you think as well. So I get that they're quite influential on you. You need to stop listening to these two people, okay, that are around you. And I do feel like that they're around you quite a lot, that you've known them for quite a while. But you need, I'm really getting that I'm lacking confidence, okay? I'm getting a little bit of anxiety there as well. But you need to believe in yourself and what the decisions that you make, really, okay? So, look, everything's fine around you. There's no issues there. I just feel that you overthink things, and you need to sort of stop doing that, okay? What is it? What's it called? Procrastination?
Procrastinating?
So no, not really procrastination. You know, when you're thinking ahead of things that haven't already happened. So
overthinking.
Insinuating, yeah. So I feel like that you overthink about situations that haven't already come to you yet. Okay, so what you need to do is sort of just stop and just take each day as it comes. Try not to overthink things so much, and really stand your ground. Okay, especially and be confident in the decisions that you make. Okay, don't let other people change your mind because they think that it might not be the right thing for you. Okay. At the end of the day, you've got to think of yourself and know that some of these decisions that you're making, they are the right decisions. They are the right choices for you. You know, we all make right and wrong decisions, but you need to really, really have that confidence in yourself and believe and trust, you know, the decisions and choices that you're making. But yeah, you need to stand your ground. There's also another choice. There's a decision that you're coming up with as well. I'm not sure if it's a position that's been offered to you, something different at work. I feel like it's still in the same workplace, but I feel like it's something a little bit different compared to what you're doing at the moment. And I feel like there's a choice that you've got to make with that as well. Okay. I do feel like it's a little bit more responsibility than what you're doing now, but I don't feel like that there's any extra pay for that extra responsibility. All right, so that is a choice that you're going to have to make there as well for yourself. Okay, so I hope that helps. Michael, you've got one as well?
Yep, blitzing through. This is cool because I'm going so quick. They're giving me all this information. Don't even need my cards. Right, Melissa McCarb. Your question is, will I complete my studies or work in the field I'm studying in? You are going to complete your studies, but I feel as though the work specifically around it is not going to satisfy you because you're going to have to enter into an entry-level job of that section. It's going to be, that's what's going to test you and your not love for the subject around it, because I do feel like you do have a lot of interest in it, but due to that entry-level monotony, the autonomy of it all, it's really going to make you think about whether you want to do it or not. The main reason I bring that up is because I feel as though you're not so much going to have a direct related job in this field. I feel like you're going to be doing something that does have a relation to it, rather than just being a straight up, this is the job, this is the work, let's go. It's kind of going to be like, yes, we see you've done a study, we have a position offering in this field, which you can use the knowledge and experience for. It's not going to be on paper immediately obvious when you can have that connection between them. But once you start working in it, it's going to be like, oh, I remember this from a classroom, or I remember this from working on the job. That's where you're going to end up coming into it all. And then Koha Newton has asked a couple of times, do you see me reconnecting with my ex-girlfriend? Unfortunately, no. I don't feel like there's any lingering connection, if that makes sense. I feel as though the rope that I usually see between two people when they have that relation, I can see it having been completely completely severed, but it's leaning to more on our side, which is just telling me what you're asking is that you've got that, you know, you still have that love for them. On her side, I don't feel as though there is any real emotion left in that regard. I feel as though it's kind of just a situation where we don't really know whether we want to talk to us or not. I feel like there's something that's stopping her, or someone has said something that has made her think about things and whether she wanted it or not. I genuinely don't think it is on your side. I do feel like it is someone on the outside for her that said something to her to make her think. So don't feel like it's anything to do with you. I feel like it's just a clean cut, and she just doesn't really want to talk at the moment because she's not going to be able to articulate her words properly. So yeah, sorry, Koha, but I do hope that that has helped.
Okay, can we pronounce this name?
Bhavika
Bhavika?
Jetwani, maybe?
Bhavika Jetwani. I think you commented a couple of times. You're saying that your marriage is not working well. I'm getting communication. Each time that I've gone over that, it keeps on coming up, not enough talk, okay? You need to communicate. I just feel like that you both have different ideas on what you want to do and where you want to go. Communication is the key, really, for this. I'm not seeing, okay. I feel like that one side is putting in more than the other, and they're feeling a little bit, I don't know, taken for granted, I would say. So you really need to talk, let each other know, you know, where you want to go, what you want to do and stuff like that, because without talking, it's not going to work. You know, things don't work unless you communicate, okay? You need to be open and honest as well with each other, all right? I just feel like that someone's, like, one part is, like, saying yes, you know, just to sort of go along with the flow, or, you know, to keep the peace or whatever, do you know what I mean? But I feel like sometimes they don't want to say yes, do you know what I mean? So you just need to really be open and honest with each other and really communicate, talk to each other, okay? It's otherwise, yeah, it's not going to work if you don't communicate and you aren't open and honest with each other, okay? So otherwise the issues will be there. But seriously, if you really open up and talk and be honest, you'd be amazed at how much things will change for you. But unless you do that, unfortunately, things are going to keep on going the way that they're going. There's not going to be any change because neither of us are making an attempt to change anything. You both know that there's a problem or there's an issue there, but neither of us are taking any steps to actually solve that issue. So speaking, like talking to each other, communication, being open and honest, that will help quite a lot with that. So, yeah, I hope that helps.
Awesome.
Cool.
On our side, I see Catherine Casey asking, hi there, would love a message, please. Where am I heading career-wise, please, in between jobs at the moment? Okay, so what I was seeing with you, and I'm going to pull another one in. I'm getting all of this information. This is so weird. I'm not used to this. Because there's also Nicola Marie Edwards asking, can I have guidance for my study and career, please? I'm finding life is making added struggles. I feel as though we're two peas in the pod at the moment. I feel like we're kind of going through a similar situation where life is starting to take over, or life's starting to hit the brakes on everything that we want or everything that we need to do. For you, Catherine, I feel as though the two jobs at the moment, there's not this one that we're at now and not the one after. These two jobs aren't really going to be something that we're going to see as a career, but more so as a means to an end at the moment. With that second job, we are going to earn a little bit more coin. So you are going to be able to save a bit more to then start looking for that career move. Okay. For the third one, I'm seeing lots of little silhouettes. Some are on 4 legs, some are on 2. So I'm feeling like it's around animals and kids. But I'm kind of seeing I'm seeing myself like I'm in PetSmart, where I'm behind the counter, I'm looking at everything. I can see all the kids running around enjoying themselves. I can see all the animals that are really starting to enjoy and like with all these loving families. But I can see this with the dog. It is this kind of level of energy where it's always upbeat. And I feel like we can put on that face very well and that very easily, that we can put on that face of everything's okay, we're going to be great, there's a smile no matter what. there is going to be an advanced level for you for that. I do feel like you're going to be climbing the ranks a little bit in that third job. That's the career itself that I can see. Whereas for Nicola, who is having some issues, one thing to know, especially with what we do in that, is what we see at the moment, and life is going to continue to make things harder. It is going to make things struggle a bit more. Don't get disheartened by this. Don't feel like, you know, because this has happened, I can't do this, or because this has happened, I can't do that. Take each problem, take each issue in your stride and make it work for you. Try not to, because that's where I feel like a lot of the issues are, is that they are mental issues that in one way, yes, the psychic spiritual side can help, not so much fix, because I do feel like a lot of it is going to be taking it as, you know, the challenge it's being given at. Don't feel like it's overbearing. Don't feel like it's barreling over you or anything like that. See it as a challenge and make it work for you. Find the small things, find the little things that make it interesting, and just be like, oh, okay, so for example, if I'm working with pets, oh, the pets are really cute, I just want to keep on working with them. Hold on to that light. If we're working with music or something, be like, oh, this band released some new music and it's really cool. Hold on to that light. Try and find the little things to really ramp up the enthusiasm and interest in what we're seeing, rather than kind of letting life bowl us over. Because I feel like that's where we're at mentally at the moment. It's just there's a lot of struggles, there's a lot of dark clouds. And if we're able to take the bull by the horns and make it work for us, it can make transitioning and helping with everything a hell of a lot easier for us. So I do hope that that works. Nicola says social work. I work with children in care but wants to go more holistic. Catherine, very interesting that animals came in. I was seeing a mix between the two, which was the pets and the kids. Neither of them were coming in a sequence. It was just kind of randomly popping in at any time. I was just seeing PetSmart as an example of how I was explaining how I was being shown what that, you know, the smile, the helping, make sure everything's happy, make sure we're smiling, got to make sure everything's okay. Yeah, so I do hope that's helped. Georgina Leach, your messages are being posted. We're just going to and Nicola Edwards, the social work studies. You're going to find, your side's more logical. Your side isn't so much spiritual. Your side is logical. There is a lot of crappy things that happen in the world. There's a lot of bad things that happen in, you know, day-to-day life. I feel like you're going to be that person, because you're going to find the light for yourself to enjoy it. You're also going to be able to help find the light for other people as well. So I do hope that that does help you out.
Yeah.
They're beautiful reading.
I'm on a roll.
I don't need no peridot. I am the Energizer Bunny.
You are tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Fire.
Smashing them out. You don't usually do this many this quick.
I was
on
going to
our
say,
lives.
we're going to get on ours on Thursday night. I'm going to be like, I'll do one.
All right. I've got Alison Cohen.
On fire.
Sorry. Yeah, I've got Alison Cohen. She said it's her birthday today. So happy birthday,
Happy
Alison.
birthday.
And I have pulled 3 cards. I've got take charge, control, confront your fears, work, stress, guilt, and then you've got new home improvement. Okay, so whatever this issue is that seems to be hanging over you, like this big black cloud that I've seen hanging over you, I feel like you've had this cloud hanging around you for at least 2 months, all right? There's some decisions and choices that you're going to have to make around the home, okay? You need to not be afraid to take new steps, like to take steps forward. Change is sometimes really, really good for us, okay? And change is important as well. It sort of moves us on to our next step and in our path of where we're actually going in our lives. So you need to take control, confront your fears, okay? Don't stress and worry. Everything will be okay, all right? But there is those changes coming around home. I'm getting that there's a move coming and you're not real sure about, there's sort of like, you're not real sure about taking that step and actually moving. But you need to know that everything will be fine. And like I said, change is sometimes really, really good for us, and it does take you on your next step in your path in your life. Okay, there's a lot of things coming up for you. You're going to be very busy for the next 12 months. I also see there's some study coming up. I'm not sure if that study is
Yes.
I'm not sure if that study is an extension of what you're doing now, but there is some study there. It's about 8 to 9 months away, okay, for that study. But I'm feeling like it's an extension of something that you've either already done or it's an extension of something to do with work that you're doing at the moment, okay? But don't be afraid to take, to make changes, and to do something totally different and step out of your comfort zone, because like I said, changes are really, really good for us sometimes, and they do happen. Everything happens for a reason. And I feel that this change is going to take you on your next path in your life that you've got. But lots and lots happening in the next 12 months. You're going to be really busy, but have confidence in yourself. Don't take chances, okay, with some things. So, but everything will work out really, really well for you. It will be good. So, okay. I hope that helps.
Hi, Jess.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jess.
Hi, Jess. How you going?
Good. Look, I did my hair today, which is an odd occasion, so it must have been for a reason.
There you go. You already knew you were coming on.
Apparently.
It's all right. We didn't throw you in the deep end or anything.
Not at all. I would never.
Nah. Well, it does take me like almost 2 hours to do my hair, so I mean, Spirit must have known.
Awesome. What question do you have?
Okay, so I wanted. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got a little toddler that likes to mumble. I have a question. So you know that I have my own Facebook page that I'm not really committed to, which you guys have pulled me up on that. Now I want to know: should I invest money in trying to expand that? So I have looked at expanding it to more things, to like put more effort in there, but it involves money.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about that.
Okay. Straight away, as soon as you said to whether you wanted to invest money into it to expand it, immediately I was just told no. There's no need. A lot of it is when it comes to, on a logical standpoint, when it comes to expanding for the Facebook side and business like that, with the money, it is just a boost. There's no guarantee that you're going to land the followers, to land the likes or messages or anything like that. So while I do feel as though, no, it's not necessary, it is going to be something that you're going to want to do rather than something you feel is necessary to expand and boost it. On the other hand, another thing as well I'm seeing is that, again, a lot of it, what we put into it is what we're going to get out. So I feel as though it feels like it's been around for a little while, and because it hasn't gone anywhere, that motivation has kind of left us. I do feel like we still have that passion, we still have that drive, we still want to do it because we can help people. But at the same time, it's been around for so long and nothing's really happened. Obviously, life's gotten in the way. We've got the little ones, et cetera, et cetera. I feel as though a lot of it is going to be on the logical side of the more we put in, the more we're going to get out. The money is just going to be an option for you. You don't have to take it. It is going to be a lot of effort, which is kind of cliche. I'm going to call myself out. I don't mind. But it is going to be the effort that we put in is the effort that's going to come out. Because for you and I, being younger in this industry, it is really hard to be taken seriously for us, because a lot of the industry is more well known with more so the traditional generation of psychics. I am being very careful with my wording for this.
You're doing great.
For us ourselves, it's hard to be taken seriously. And I feel like the more that you put yourself out there, the more that you show people that, yeah, we're doing it legit, we are trying to help people, the more people are going to start taking you seriously. So I don't feel like the money is going to have to be a requirements.
Yeah,
It,
don't
it,
waste
was, it wasn't me investing money to do the ads. I've done that before, and like you said, it doesn't mean you're going to attract the right audience.
Yeah.
It was me putting investment as in like products and stuff like that to expand it differently, to put a twist it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I am a lot like you guys in the beginning. What Kim used to say is, I feel really guilty or like suck it into giving it all for free, and then I'm left with nothing. And
Yeah.
there was a saying that I think Margaret said that. She said, people value what they pay for, and it's true. And so I feel like I don't value my gifts enough to charge,
And
which is wrong.
you need to value your gift. I mean, you are quite good with what you do, Jess. And but I do feel you need to be strict with yourself as well, with commitment towards it. It's not going to go anywhere unless you make a strict commitment towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So until you make that strict commitment, it's not going to move very fast at all. It's just going to sit and just very slowly, plod along. So you need to be able to make that commitment and put that time and effort in to build it up from there. You already have like following and everything as well. So, but it's just a matter of you having the time and literally making that commitment. But I wouldn't be investing anything yet. I got to, as soon as you said invest, I got this big no, not yet. It's not time yet. So just, invest and build it a little bit more. But it's at least 6 to 7 months before you start investing all the stuff to get up there enough to be able to bring all of that stuff in. So, but yeah, you got to make the commitment.
Yeah, that's the hard bit.
Yeah, that's right. With the little kids and everything, it does make it very hard. But yeah, until you make that commitment, it's just going to sit there and sort of like just slide along.
What I've been doing, and like Michael said, it's been there for so long that I've lost the motivation. So yeah, it's just I need to kick up my rear end and saddle up. I'm trying to be very careful with how I say things, Michael.
Yeah, we're both doing it. I can tell we're both doing really well.
Good job. No, thank you guys so much for that. It helped a lot because I was umming and ahhing, going, should I, shouldn't I? And yeah, it makes sense that I shouldn't yet. The time's not right.
Yeah.
No worries. You're
Awesome.
welcome.
Thank you guys.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so I was making sure that the all the comments were coming up because I was seeing the live for the StreamYard was popping up a lot. It's just the troll that needs to go away. So
okay.
Feel free to.
I can't block it. Everything keeps freezing on my end, so I can't block it at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, everyone feel free to list it as spam and report it because this is ridiculous. But at the same time, Aura, Love and Light, do you see T and I getting back together? It's not, okay, it's not a no. It is a very unlikely no, but it's not a no. I feel as though there is a lot of work that's going to have to go into it. And I don't feel like it's a lot of work in the sense of we need to talk about things, we need to do this or that. I feel like there is a lot of, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to have to go through. There's a lot of things that we're going to need to see, do, want. If we want it that badly, we will put in the effort. But at the same time, if anything becomes too difficult, if anything becomes too hard, or, I don't really feel good today, I don't want to do this, it's going to stuff with our chances. Unfortunately, as I said, it is a pretty heavy no. It's a pretty unlikely no. It's not straight up just stop sign, not going to happen. We need to really, really think to ourselves if this is what we want, if we want this. Because at the end of the day, whilst it can be possible, it's not directly going, it feels like I'm just kind of sitting around and just watching everything happen. I feel like I've just been, like an antique you put on a mantelpiece. I've just been put there and just watching everything happen and just watching all the carnage and everything going on around me. There is a contention point between you guys, and it is a heavy contention with something that's major between you two, which is why we're trying to keep up that facade. But at the same time, honestly, I don't feel like it's going to be worthwhile in the end. If you want it that badly, you can get it. It will be hard work, but you can if you want it. But at the end of the day, I genuinely don't think it's going to be worthwhile. I'm sorry. There we go. Awesome.
Look at you two kitties.
That'll be there's Denton. How you going?
Yeah, where are you up to?
I've just been picking random comments.
You've just been picking.
Yeah,
random
quite
comments.
literally.
You've been doing an awesome job considering the host has been frozen half the night.
That's all right. We'll keep it going.
We got this.
Oh, I've been listening to it. It's been beautiful. You're flowing along. It's been fantastic. I do apologise for the troll that's on. Because I kept freezing, I haven't had a chance to get in and block him or delete him. But a few guys have reported him. Please no one report to him. Reply to him, because he'll ask for money straight away and he'll say you're either cursed or you have, you got to pay something to have something lifted off you. So please try and ignore the troll that's on this evening. Sorry, just because everything kept freezing. I finally got it running okay. So fingers crossed, no more freezes and delays.
No, you're
Awesome.
right. We're used to trolls.
I feel like I don't mean to sound ungrateful or rude, but I feel like I've just kind of slipped back into ours. And the way we go, we're just pumping through as best as we can.
Hey, Michael, you've really been pumping some readings out tonight, so I really appreciate that. You've just sat in your zone tonight, and you've really, because I haven't really personally had a reading off you, and just watching you flow in action tonight has been really great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Nicola. Thanks to you. But there's a heap of supporters are on there. All have reported this troll. So just continue on with your beautiful readings. Hopefully I don't freeze anymore. I've tried to clean a few things out. I've got all the kids off all the devices. So, I figured I've got 10 kids in the house and they've all got a device, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I need to get them all off the devices. I've got the grandkids and everyone here, so I do apologise. So hopefully it goes a little bit more perfect. So anyone that has jumped on, we do have Kim and Michael on from Kimbo's readings tonight. I will pop their links and their or Michael, even you pop your links up to your pages into the feed on Yardstream, so people then they can go in and like your page.
Yep.
Just in case I freeze and I don't get a chance to mention. So we're going to pop their link up in the feed so you can go ahead and like their page. But don't forget to like the Royal Psychic reading. Don't miss me out. Now, so I'll let these guys get back to their beautiful readings. I will start popping a few of you guys up onto the stream. The ones that you have clicked on the Yardstream app and accepted us to see your Facebook picture and name. So we'll start adding you into the stream now. And, so let's see how we go. So back to you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
How do we get rid of the...
Oh, that is closed captions. I can turn that off for
can
you.
we get rid of that? I'm not very technically advanced.
Oh,
That's
neither am
why
I.
That's why you have kids, so that they can organise all of that sort of stuff, and we don't have to worry about all that sort of stuff.
Okay, it's going to be easier to do it on
Okay, Michael's getting rid of that. All right. All right. So Tonya, I think it is Tonya Stout. Your questions keeps on coming back to me. Okay. You've said that I caught meningitis and I've been seriously unwell for many years. Do you know when I would make a full recovery? Look, honestly, I'm getting that you need warm weather, okay? Not cold, you need warm weather. Look, we're not doctors. You know we're not doctors and everything like that. We just pass on the messages that we receive. But I am seeing that there is damage there that unfortunately you will not go back to being 100%. I'm seeing about 80, 90%. But with the breathing, I just feel like that your breathing will sort of still be quite like heavy. Like you get exhausted, like not exhausted, like you get tired like quite quickly, and I'm getting quite laboured breathing with it, okay? But I am feeling like they're saying warmer weather, okay? So if you can try and keep yourself warm and just watch yourself through the winters and stuff like that, but Unfortunately, I don't see 100% recovery. I do see about 80, 85, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's something that unfortunately you have had, like you said, you've had it for many years. And yeah, it's not something that is going to completely disappear. I do see they are showing me like medication being taken away, which is a really good sign. Okay, so that once they start taking all that stuff away, I do feel that you're going to feel better in yourself, because I just feel that some of the stuff that they give you, some of the medication they give you, makes you feel like quite yuck, like you just want to be sick. And I just feel sometimes it's too much, like it's just too much because they don't really understand exactly what's going on. And I feel like sometimes the doctors are just telling you what you want to hear. Okay, so just like I said, I don't feel like that you were 100% clear up with it, but things will get better for you. But yeah, you need the warmer weather. You need the warmer weather. So yeah, sorry. I hope that helps. So
Beautiful. I've blocked that troll, guys. So
oh, you have?
Awesome.
yeah, I'm starting to delete a few of his comments while you guys are reading.
Cool.
All right. Where was the comment? Okay, Bassam Kareem. I'm desperate to know if my wife will love me again. Yours is another very hard, not quite, but very unlikely no. Okay, there is a lot of underlying issues on our side. Okay, we are very straight up and honest. I'm not going to, our famous quote is piss in your pocket. So for you, Bassam Kareem, there is a lot of issues on our side that has caused her to walk away. I feel like there is a lot of things that have been left unsaid. I feel like there are a lot of issues that have been left unresolved. And I feel like for her, a lot of things have just built up to the point where if she had a choice of two things, she could confront you and explode, or she could walk away and let it simmer. Walking away and letting it simmer has obviously been what she's decided to do, because I do not feel like there has been this massive epic battle between the two of you. Why I said it's not a hard no, it is an unlikely no, is that your actions and how you handle the situation, how we talk about things, how we go about things, is what's going to shape how the next few months, weeks, years, whatever, that's what's going to matter. I feel like she has or is having the time to organize what's going on in her mind. She's figuring things out for herself. She's figuring out whether this is worth it, whether she wants this, which unfortunately does fall into the fact that, to me, I'm seeing that there is a lot of turmoil and battles around us rather than the battle being between two people that could be solved between two people. We have a lot of the issues at the moment that has caused her to walk away. I don't feel like it was out of that lack of love. I don't feel like it was out of the lack of empathy and compassion. I do feel like she does love you. She's not in love with you, if that makes sense. I feel like it's kind of starting to fall onto the side of being like best friends, in the sense that you do love them, you're just not in love with them. You put up with them, you handle them and all that. I don't feel like it is going to be something that is going to bring the two of you back together, unfortunately. I just feel as though she's walked away and chosen to just not speak up, because if she did, it would have been a lot worse than what had happened. So I do feel, yeah, I am sorry that it was very, upfront what's going on, but unfortunately, that's just what I was seeing. Okay, let's go through.
All
There we
that's
go.
coming up on the iPad is it's
Princess.
troll.
So it hasn't come back. Oh, okay. So just keep on trolling through, and you'll see someone that has just to bring it up.
It's just literally come up like 8 times with this.
person.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to read it.
Yeah, there's heaps of them. They need to get their own people.
They need to get a life.
Seriously, yeah.
Okay, Jenny Morgan.
one.
Jenny Morgan, openly, I feel their touch sometimes. There is a lady.
I think we'll call this the Michael Show tonight.
I'm just trying to keep things going.
I'll have
I've
to
been-
bring you every there.
I've been streaming and doing live streaming with video games for like 7 years, so I'm so used to just filling in the air and just keep on talking. So sorry, Mum, I love you. I promise.
Thanks.
But no, Jenny, can you tell me who is watching over me? I feel their touch sometimes. There is an older lady. She's a little bit fuller. She's got wireframe glasses and she's got the curly grayish hair. I feel like there's a lot of love and empathy around this lady. I feel like she was someone that is could have definitely been someone that everyone would go to and she'd cook a whole meal for everyone, regardless of what she had in the house. I feel like she's a lady that, you know, you could sit down and have a cuppa with or sit down and talk to about anything. I am seeing a permanent smile on her face. I feel like it was very rare for her to falter that smile, but it's one of those situations where when she did get upset or angry or something, you knew what was going on. And it was quite often that other people would try and solve the issue before she had noticed, because you don't want to disappoint this lady. Another thing as well with her is I feel as though, I feel like she's slowly but surely gently pushing us into different directions. I feel as though we've been in a situation quite recently that has kind of made our life very 50-50, if that makes sense, or whether it's going to be good or bad. I feel like she's trying to just slowly, gently move us into the right direction. I'm seeing these two forks that we're going down. It's a 50-50 whether it's going to be good or bad. I feel like she's trying to gently nudge us towards the better side. I can feel it being like a pull towards us a lot more. I can feel like it's like that's where I want to go a little bit more. The 50-50 slowly is becoming a 55-45. It's slowly becoming a 60-40. Eventually, over time, we are going to start going down the good path because she's kind of slowly pushed us down there as like enough to make us feel as though we've made the decision, but enough so that she knows that she's happy she's, you know, helped you out. But I do feel as though it is kind of just that person that's wanting to help. I don't feel like it's a negative spirit. I don't feel like it's a bad one. I just feel like it's an older lady that's really been quite a stone, a rock for us. And she's, slowly wanting to push us down the right path, letting us know that she's there. Welcome to my first mediumship in how long?
I did have Karen in the lobby, but now I can't see her.
Oh, no.
She might have turned her camera off. I was just about to add it to
Ah.
Have we got anybody
the
else?
screen. She might come back in.
All right, you right?
Yeah, I'm just not, like, I just want to keep on moving.
I know, that's what I said. You're on a
Come
roll
on.
tonight.
Come on, let's go. Keep going.
I'm coming out left, right, and centre. Oh, no, that is the live. Yep, sorry. All right, I'm going to have a turn. Thanks, Michael.
Yay!
My turn. Usually the other way. Yeah. All right. I've got Samantha. Samantha's written, "Hi, would love some insight into my home situation, please." Okay. So what I've got, I've drawn 3 cards. I've got get busy, get moving, motivate, exercise. I've got happiness, joy, celebration. Then I've got overseas, cruising along, taking your time. So with the home situation, there is a celebration. Okay, if you don't know about it already, there is a celebration coming up. If you haven't heard, you're going to hear very, very soon. And everybody's going to be really, really wrapped. I feel like it's something that everyone's been waiting for a long time to come. So when this news comes, I'm getting shown a 2. So it can. I feel like 2 weeks might be a little bit too soon. So I'm getting I'm saying 2 months. Okay. So between now and the 2 months, you're going to get this news, and yeah, it's going to be quite exciting for everybody. For any changes or anything that you want to make, literally any changes you want around the home, you're going to have to make them. Nobody else is going to make any changes there whatsoever. And I feel like the changes that you do want to make, you're not really in a hurry. Like, you're not really putting any effort into changing anything. So everything's still going to stay the same. But once this news comes, that's really going to make you move. Like, that's really going to make you put your head down, your bum up, and start doing things. And all these ideas and things that you've been thinking of, you'll start putting them all into practice and making them all start to work and change. The cruising along, taking your time, like I said, at the moment, you're not really in a hurry to be doing anything, to make any changes. But, yeah, once this news comes through, then, yeah, you will get, it's like it will give you that kick up the bum to make you finally move and start getting all these things done that need to be done, because there's a few things that need to be changed and organised. So, but yeah, once you get this news, yeah, you're going to be so happy. Like, you're going to be really happy. The family's going to be happy. They're going to be happy. Before Michael jumps in on me again,
If it makes you feel any better, Denton's calling me out. Denton is a friend of mine from America, and he's calling me out saying it's the Michael Show.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's the Michael Show. Before I do keep on going, while Michael was talking before, there was a little lady that dropped in. She had white curly hair, but I feel like she used to dye her hair, because when I get mediumship and I get the ladies that dye their hair all the time, what happens is literally when they're standing in front of me, their hair keeps on changing colour all the time. So this lady used to dye her hair. I feel like that she was in her 80s, and she kept on showing me this little garden. Okay, so this little garden that had like this tiny little white. It wasn't really a box, but there's like a little white. It's not like a slab, but there's something white that's quite significant that sits in this garden. So she's standing around this little garden. It's only a little garden that sort of looks like you go down the stairs out the front of the house and then go to the right, and there's like a little garden there. It's only got 3 or 4 little plants in there, little flowers in there. But, yeah, she's showing me, taking me straight to this garden. So I don't know if someone's just lost their grandmother or just lost this pet, but they're related. But yeah, she's showing me that. So, but she looks like she's about 86. Well, she's saying 86. So I'm not sure if she is 86 or if she passed in 86. Okay. She is an older lady, yes. But yeah, she just kept on taking me to the garden. Like I said, there's only about 4 flowers in this garden, 4 different flowers, with this tiny little box. I feel like an animal's been buried there. All right. So, if anybody can relate to this lady in her garden with this little burial thing in it, that would be really great. If you let me know, then I can go back and ask more questions and find out. And they've just brought a gentleman with her. Sorry. She's just brought a gentleman in with her. Now, this gentleman's quite tall. So she's only little, but this gentleman is quite tall. He's in uniform, so I do feel like that he served. It's the army. He served in the army. Now, this is a long time ago, okay? I feel like this gentleman actually was in the war, and that he passed quite a long time ago, and this lady survived him for quite a number of years. They are husband and wife, but like I said, this gentleman's very tall. I do feel like he went to war. He did serve in the army, and he's actually standing beside her now. So, if anybody knows these,
Sarah says could be my grandma's, her anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
I have all these people in the lobby. No one's got their cameras on.
Okay, so mine is that I've just got it on the phone so that I can read the live comments because the Facebook is a bit delayed. That's the only reason mine's up. We've sent a link to a special guest for our side, which is going to be a bit of a mind trip for anyone that follows us. So that'll be cool. But I do want to answer this person.
I've got a couple in the lobby, but they haven't got their mics on or their cameras. Okay. I've got a Karen and a Margaret in the lobby.
Margaret hasn't turned the camera on.
Margaret, you got to turn your camera on.
I can see Margaret's fingers now, so I'm going to add Margaret to the camera. I can see her fingers, so let's give it a go.
Margaret's the hand when she's on with us. Up.
Hello, Margaret.
Is she on there?
We can just see. It looks like you're tilting your head up. Yep, move your camera, Margaret.
Hang on, I'll get rid of this banner.
Are you there?
Oh,
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah,
I can. You got to tilt. Okay, so the camera's in the middle of the iPad on the other side. You just got to tilt it down and hold it back a little bit. There you go. Yeah.
Whoa.
Hello.
going good.
Technology. You right, Margaret? You got it there?
I think so.
Oh, no. Lift it up, Margaret.
Oh,
There we go.
I'll give you a crash course. I'll give you a crash course on Thursday.
That's funny.
Miss Margaret, hello. So first of all, Denton and Nikki are going nuts. They finally see Margaret, which is awesome.
Yes, Margaret. Some of our guys are on here. They'll see your face instead of just your hand. Because Margaret helps us on Thursday and Sunday nights on our live feed. She writes all our questions and everything out for us, and everybody only just sees her hand, and that's it. So tonight they get to see her face. That's cool.
Awesome. Welcome. Margaret, what is your question for us tonight?
Just to be boring, just a general, just what's coming up the rest of this year.
A general, just what's coming up for the rest of the year. Okay. As a joke, we are going to get the stove, I promise. We are going to get the stove. I do feel like it's going to be towards the end of the year. Okay. There's a third person in the home. I feel as though this person is a bit, I want to say about early 30s. I feel like it's a gentleman that has quite a prim shirt. He's a bit, it's kind of like, when you see in the movies with the 50s gangsters, how they've got like the suspenders going, they've got the striped shirt. It's kind of like that. He's got the fedora going. He feels like he would work quite well in a jazz band. I feel as though this gentleman is just kind of watching everything that's going on with a lot of curiosity. Not so much a way to see what's going on, but I feel like this gentleman is kind of just, I feel like this gentleman's moving stuff a little bit to make you notice them, to pick them up and get stuff done. I feel as though he's kind of just watching how you're going about things and just kind of lightly moving things in a way that it's going to make it be like, oh, I haven't seen that for a little bit, or I can't seem to find something, and then you'll turn around and it'll just be there. I feel like he's kind of like, slowly starting to get used to you, if that makes sense, and like moving things in a sense that's making things more obvious to us, which is, I don't feel like it's something that's going to just end up confusing us in a sense. I don't feel like it's something that's not making any sense. It, to me, looks like he's trying to kind of just help put things into places. Okay, I'm going to sound not right, so don't take this out of context. You know what I'm like. I feel like he's doing it because in his time, the older generations forgot things a lot easier and a lot earlier. So I feel like he's trying to put all of these important items around to just keep you going, keep you moving. Because I feel like he's used to seeing an old lady and thinking, oh, she might need help with this or might need help with that. I feel like he is quite kind and genuine, but just a lot of curiosity around things. I feel like he's not used to seeing someone move as much as you do. I don't feel like he's used to seeing someone like do things as much as you do. And I feel like he's just trying to like do these little things. Another thing as well, there's a cloud. There's a black cloud coming off on the right side that's slowly moving over. It's not thick, but it is quite big. So I feel like something's going to be happening where it is going to be blown up into this big issue, but I don't feel like it's going to be anywhere near as severe as what we think it will be. It is a little, measurements, let's go. To me, in this mind, it's about 1 meter off, which to me is quite close, so it could be within a week or two. But I feel like there's an issue that's going to be coming over and it's going to surround our heads. It's going to be blown up into this big thing, but I really don't think it's going to be something that we're going to really have to worry about. Something to do with traveling. Okay, we're not going to be allowed to travel. I mean, okay, that's half logical. We're not going to be allowed to travel. But I'm seeing a car that was supposed to be in one place, but it's stuck here. So I feel like with the situation at the moment where not moving anywhere, and it's going to be like really sucky. It's going to be like the end of the world. I'm going to hate it, but it's really not going to be that big of an issue. I feel like it's just something that you'll be like, that sucks, and then keep going.
Beautiful.
Yeah, well. Yeah, guys, don't reply to that. It's Princess Oldie Gold, whatever it is, okay? They're just a scammer. So, yeah.
Michael, is there any reason you're logging in twice all the time to lobby? Because that's what keeps freezing the program. That's why I keep logging you back out.
Okay, that's what's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because every time you come back in, everything freezes because you're logged in twice, though.
I keep forgetting that on the laptop I'm on mine, not on the Kimbo's Read. So I keep going in on my phone, being like, "Oh, this is fine. It's
Well,
not."
you're actually logging into the lobby. Just go to your live stream and look at the comments, because I think that's what's freezing the program.
Sorry,
No, that's all right, though.
it's all.
That's why I keep logging back
He just wants all the screen time to
out. Now
himself.
I want to read them because I know that on the system, on the program we're using, everything's going to be live straight away. So kind of like how when I use the Twitch side, it's automatically going to start popping up.
Yeah.
So
it's all frozen on the side.
Are you right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
now-
can't log in because I've got to wait till it unfreezes.
Sorry.
have you got out of it now, Mark?
I'm out of it now.
Michael's out of it
I'm
now.
being-
Yeah, so I've got Karen in the lobby, but I can't bring Karen up until I can disconnect from Margaret. And
Yeah, we're finished.
Okay.
Margaret. Thank you. We'll see you on Thursday.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Margaret.
Bye.
She's still there. No, she's gone. Bye, Margaret.
We love you.
All right. Who we got next?
I'm going to need this as well while my phone gets me some comments.
All right. Michael's pinching the iPad. Lucky I've got my phone, so I can still keep on going as well. All right. So I've done Samantha. Yvonne, is my mum going to be okay? Yvonne, I'm not sure if you're still there, but if you are, she's going to be okay, but it's going to be a slow process. Okay, it's going to take time. All right, so just keep an eye on her, but she will be okay. But it's going to be, it's just going to take time. All right, it's going to be a slow process for her. Okay, Megan would love a reading. Check some things off my list. Now kind of lost on which direction to head in next. Megan would love a reading. Check some things off the list and now kind of lost on which direction to head in next. Okay, have you done backpacking or something, Megan? Because they're showing me you trekking around with a backpack on your bag. All right. Okay, so the cards that I've got for you, Megan, I've got health checkup healing, I've got love romance, love improvement, I've got stand your ground, be strong. Now, the health checkup healing, I don't feel like that is as in healthy-wise. Like, I don't feel like that is you've got to go to the doctor for a health check, okay? What I'm getting is I'm getting the health check is coming in with the love romance, love improvement. I feel like that is with yourself at the moment, okay? Finding yourself and working out. Like you said, you're lost at the moment. You're not sure which direction to head in. You at the moment, okay, so the reason you've stopped at the moment is it's your time and it's finding yourself and exactly where you sit and where you want to sit and what you want to do, okay? I'm not sure if you've worked in nursing or somewhere with a uniform, somewhere around the hospital sector of some sort, because they're showing me you in a dark green, what looks like nurses' scrubs, okay? But it's not blue like they would normally wear in the normal hospitals. It's dark green. So I'm not sure if that is from, honestly, I'm not 100% sure what that is from. But yeah, they're showing me that uniform and saying that this, at the moment, this is your time. And like you said, finding which direction to go in next. Just setting yourself goals, you know, writing down everything that you've wanted to do. And yet you've written up, crossed off a lot of things. there is someone around you that you need to sort of stand your ground with as well. I feel like they try to have a lot of input into the decisions that you make and what you should and shouldn't do. So I really feel like that you need to stand your ground with that person as well. I do feel like it is a male. I feel like he might be a couple of years younger than you. But I just feel I'm getting restricted with him. So I feel like you don't have all the freedom that you should have. So just, stand your ground and let them know that, you're human as well and you can make choices and your own decisions as well. So just keep an eye on that. Okay. So I hope that helps, Megan.
Hi.
Okay, guys. I've got Karen.
Hi.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. How are you?
Good, thanks.
What would you like to know?
Just do I have any messages or any guidance from my angels? Anything that you may have come through?
Any guidance?
Patience and resilience.
He's smashing it.
Okay. There is a situation that has been going really, really quick. Okay, no, it's the opposite. There is a situation that has been going really, really slowly that we're trying to force or we're trying to push to make it happen faster. Okay, I was told patience, resilience. We need to, first of all, we need to stop and take a break. We need to breathe. I feel as though, this is, I've got so much going on in my head right now. Everything is moving very slowly. We're not used to it moving slowly, and it's like we're trying to get multiple things done at once. Each time we add something to this list of things, like we're just going to smash this, we're going to do that, it's going to be awesome, we're going to do this, it's going to be it can't be in a systematic order. I don't feel like it's something that we can tick off a list. I feel like it's going to be something where we're going to be going out to do something and be like, oh, while I'm out, I'm going to go do this because it's close by. Or when we get home, there's like some things we need to do and be like, okay, well, while I'm in this room, I can start doing this now. I feel like it's going to be little things that could be ticked off part way at a time rather than trying to tick them off systematically one by one. And I feel as though there is that patience for it as well. There's one big glaring thing, and I feel like, I'm young, I'm a nerd, I get video game references. I'm being put in front of a son. The scene that I'm getting it from is that I'm in power, but there's this big thing that's coming that I need to sort out. This big thing will happen. Don't try to expedite things. Don't try to make things go faster. Just kind of wait for it to hit. It will be a natural thing that will happen. It won't be something that you're going to be able to just put out as quickly as you can. It's like we're delegating. So we're delegating things to other people to get more stuff done that we can't do ourselves. But I feel like it's more along the lines of, it's not delegating to make other people do all of the work. I feel like it's delegating because I can't physically or mentally do this thing. Can you help me out with that? Kind of like that situation. But I do feel like there's just a lot going on and we're just going to have to do it rather than trying to do them one by one. I feel like there's a younger gentleman that's kind of not necessarily making things harder, but he's trying to help. We know he's trying to help, but he's kind of not really helping. I feel like he's just doing his best. He just wants to help, but I don't quite feel like he gets it, if that makes sense. I feel like he's younger than me. And I'm really young, so. But I feel like he's like, I just want to help. I just want to do something. I can do this. I can do that. And he does help. He does his best. But he doesn't quite get it. Or it's like, no, you did help. I promise. It's cool. It's okay. We're just going to fix it up a little bit. Or we're just going to touch it up a little bit. I feel like Sorry?
What happened?
Hello?
Right?
It went funny on your end. It was like, what happened?
What's going on? So I feel like there's
There's just so many in the lobby, I think.
Oh, okay. How many people are in there? A lot.
We've got a Denzel, a Tammy was before Denzel, but then she disconnected and come back in. You got
So
someone
that's-
eating grapes or something. I feel like reaching through and grabbing Denzel's grapes or whatever he's eating.
Yeah, it's breakfast time for Denson and the boys. Yeah, so I just feel like there's that little one that really is trying to help. But just don't be kind of like, oh, it's okay, we'll fix it up. It's okay, you did help. I think it's more like, oh, you did a really good job. Now we just need to do this to make it extra good, if that makes sense. Because I feel like he's old enough to understand, but he's not old enough to understand, if that makes sense. But yeah, he's a good egg. He's a really good egg. I just feel like we just need to breathe a little bit, just slow down. There's a lot that needs to get done. So I do hope that has helped. Mum, your turn.
My turn.
Oh,
Disappearing. They're coming and going all over the place.
I'm not used to this. Everyone's vanishing on me. Okay. There is a lady that has been asking, and I'm going to call them out. Because Indira Williams keep on they're saying I'm frustrated with a situation, but then you've also commented like 20 times in the past few, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to call you out a little bit because I feel like you just want confirmation on something that you don't really feel like you want an answer, rather than someone to confirm that what's going on is definitely going on and that it's not somebody else's thing. You need to breathe and relax, because this is something that is happening in your mind. You're making this worse than it needs to be, because it's not that bad. It's not as frustrating. It's not as sucky. It's not as poo, for lack of a better word. It is, our mind is taking over and we are making things more bigger, more frightening than they actually are. It's not that bad. And I'm just like, I kept seeing their name pop up and I'm like, right, I get it. Okay, I get it. I get it. We understand there's some stuff going on. You're making it worse by constantly by putting it to the forefront. So yes, there is a problem. It's not as bad as we think it is. It's not as big an issue as we are making it out to be. Breathe, relax, and think, rather than try to accept a confirmation for you. More so look towards where can I find an answer, rather than where can I get people to agree with me, because people are not going to agree with you, unfortunately. It's going to be a situation where you're going to have to sort things out for yourself before you can get that answer and guidance for someone else. So,
oh no, back again. No, stuck. I can't get anything. Just breathe, Michael.
I'm going to need my puffer in a minute. Oh.
That's funny. You're funny. All right, who else have we got? Tanya's saying that my phone's frozen, doing something. I don't know. We'll give it to the child and he can fix it. So if you've just jumped on, we've just been having problems in and out. I think with the weather and everything, there's some rain and storms in one area and stuff in another area. So, so I'm Kim, and this is my son Michael. We're from Kimbo's Read, Psychic Mediums. So we do lives Thursdays and Sunday nights. We also do crystals. We sell a lot of crystals, a lot of different varieties of crystals. We're doing a live tomorrow night for that. Plus, we do every Saturday night for a crystal sale. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can jump on there at those times. We do free readings on both of those lives as well for everybody. So anybody can jump on and ask a question, and we try and get to as many as we can, just like we do it, just the same as what we're doing here. We try and get to as many as we can, as quick as we can. But tonight it's been all about Michael.
I'm not used to this. And I'll be like, oh, it's okay, I can do this one, not a problem. But then as soon as even when we were working with Eileen ages ago, like as soon as it was with them or their side, I'm like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
I'm like,
all right, guys, I've got Tammy in the lobby. She keeps dropping in and out. Well, I've got her there. I'm going to bring her in now, okay?
Yep.
Okay, and then we're going to go back and do a few off the page.
okay, cool. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, so my question for you is, do you have any messages for me from any of my past loved ones?
Any messages from your past loved ones?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's something I would have to. Okay. All right. Do you know a gentleman that looks like he's about 6'2" with quite short black hair?
Sorry, I have my cousin here with me as well, so I'm just not short black hair.
Are they 6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2", but not black hair.
Not black hair? Okay. Because they've just literally just shown me someone standing next to you that looks 6'2" and has short black hair, but it's like short to here. It looks black to me. So is their hair really dark?
Sorry?
Is their hair dark? Does he sort of put like a blonde tint to it sometimes?
Yeah.
There we go. Now we've hit the nail on the head.
Sorry, I honestly, I just saw him standing there right beside you. Like, I was just like, well, okay, I'll just ask if you know this person or not. Just trying to find out. Okay. Has he just had a problem with his father? Sorry, this is coming through for them. They've totally pushed you out of the way and they've brought this person in. Have they just had a problem with their father?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, yeah, for some reason, we're bringing this message is coming in through you for them, okay? They're telling me that something's not right, that there's something with his dad, something is going on in his head. I feel like he needs to go and get it looked at because I'm getting like, it's like he's forgetting things. Okay, and not realizing that he's forgetting stuff. So people are talking to him and telling him stuff and letting him know stuff, but this gentleman's forgetting that he's been having these conversations and stuff. So I feel like that there's something going on with the right side of his head. My right ear feels quite blocked. So I'm not sure if maybe just getting that cleaned out or something, and that might help. But I just feel like I'm just getting arguments. I'm just getting that he's been quite argumentative lately. With him because he's not remembering everything, but I don't feel that I feel that he's not hearing everything properly. So there's something going on there. Like I said, I feel really clogged up in my right ear. So I feel like there's something going on there. Get him just to go and have a look at that and get that checked. Okay. Do you have any children? Do you have a little girl?
I do have a little girl. Well, I wouldn't call her little, but yeah.
Okay, she's quite smart, like very intelligent, but plays dumb all the time. She is very intelligent, but plays dumb all the time. Tell her that's not going to save her bum every time. It's not going to get her out of trouble all the time because people are going to start clicking in that she is quite intelligent and she knows exactly what she's doing when she's doing it. All right? So she strings people along and she knows that she can do that. But she's going to have to be careful because it's not going to work for much longer. Just the older that she gets, the more people are going to start to click in. I feel like that's her lazy way. That's her way of getting out of stuff and just being a little bit lazy and not having to think or use her brain. But she is quite intelligent. I feel like she needs to be constantly occupied, gets bored very, very quickly, very easily. And it does your head in sometimes because it's just like, oh, my God, just go and find something to do. Leave me alone. It's like I say to Michael, like Michael's my son, and I always say to him, as soon as he turned 18, he was here for my amusement. I don't have to amuse him anymore. He's old enough to amuse me. So I just feel like, the same thing, like they're here to, they're quite amusing, very amusing, but very, very smart. Very, very smart. Could do anything that they put their mind to, but I just feel laziness. I just feel like there's some laziness there. Not purposely. It's just that I just feel like there's a little bit of a slump at the moment. It's just like, oh yeah, I'll just, it goes with the flow sort of thing. You know what I mean? Just gets up and takes each day as it comes. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're studying at the moment, but I'm feeling that there's more learning coming for them. Okay. So, and they're going to do really, really well in that, really well. Look, they don't even, it's not even going to take them that long to finish the course. They can smash this course out in so quickly if they really, really put the effort into it. They could just get the course done like that. They don't have to follow what everybody else does because they are so smart. Where'd she go?
Oh, no.
It disappeared.
Oh, she's on my screen. So just finish off a reading. Then I might have just removed. I don't know. It's playing up this evening, so just wind up her reading on to the next one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All
cool.
right.
Sorry about that, Tammy.
Yeah, sorry, Tammy, but yeah, I just sorry. It sort of came through, but then it sort of disappeared again.
Yeah. So, yes, can hear you. Hello.
Oh, what have I done? Oh, Michael, what did I do? I pressed the wrong button.
And
It's like, don't touch anything, Kim.
you're not allowed to touch any technology. You're not allowed to touch any of the crystals because you drop them.
Yeah. So yeah, so the brains and everything like that, the effort, everything should come so easily for them. I just feel like that sometimes they get quite lazy. Another thing with you, just before I finish, you need to watch your right calf, okay? Because I'm getting, so I tore my calf muscle in like a Y shape last year in my left leg. I'm getting that in your right leg. So I'm feeling like there's a tear or something going on because they're showing me bruising and everything on the back of your right calf. It's like, okay, so I'm not sure if there's a blood issue there, blood circulation issue there or something with the back of your right calf. But what they're showing me is they're showing me bruising. So just say someone when they do that, like that king, they punch you, but they're just mucking around sort of punch. Do you know what I mean? I feel like just something that easily, like if someone just walks up and just joking around, just punches you in the arm or something, what they're showing me is they're showing me an instant split, and they're showing me like darkness. So I'm not sure if you have a blood issue there, like that you've got that blood issue or not, but just keep an eye on that with your right calf, okay? Because they've just shown me that as well. So, yeah, sorry, but yeah, that's what they've brought through. So, yeah, if we get you back on again, we can do some more later. But I hope that helps.
Yeah, that'll be enough for Tammy. We'll move on for the next one just so we can get a few more readings done. We've still got 2 people waiting in the lobby, and I do want to get some people off the page. So if you want to read a few off the page, then we'll go back to the lobby.
Yeah, cool. I can do 2 right now because I'm still Energizer Bunny going. Okay, Donna.
You little Energizer Bunny, you.
I don't know where all this energy has come from. Okay, Donna.
I'm taking this contract for the Royal Easter Show, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've been and Aaron.
I need signed and returned, guys.
We've been told.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay, Donna. There is a name I would like to know, please. The person who should have been named from the start, please and thank you. 2 things popped into my head. One, a little girl that wasn't that was adopted out and was given a new name. And then the other one was someone that you do not want the name of. Here's the thing. With the little girl that's been adopted out, there is something that is absolutely 100% stopping us from making that connection. We're still able to find them, not a problem, but we're going to have to wait a few years for them to get older or to realize that, you know, something's not quite right, family's not family, before they're going to have to contact us. Because I feel like there is a very, very specific reason as to why we're not allowed to have contact with these people. The second one, the second one that I was getting, that we don't want to know the person, is because I feel like there is a lot, and I mean a lot of danger. I feel as though this second person is just like, it makes me want to throw up. It makes me feel sick in my stomach. I don't want to know them. If we do find them, fair enough, not a problem. You found the person. Good for you. Leave it there. Don't pursue that any longer. There is this sense of dread. There is this sense of yucky, cloudy, murky situation around this person. And it just feels like every time I feel like I'm getting too close, it's vanishing and pushed further away. I feel as though this person has constantly got their back to me. I can't see their face. I can't see anything except for this tan, like mustardy colored leather jacket. The leather jacket, short black hair, and long blue pants. It looks like jeans to me, but I am the worst person to go shopping with, so I don't know what the clothes are. Every time I go near this person, I reach out to grab it. It's like smoke. It's like it turns into smoke, and I can't do anything else. So every time I go and I'm like so close, something happens and it's pushed further back. I feel like I'm leaning more towards this person rather than the little girl, because the little girl was just trying to cling onto my leg rather than someone that I can see. There's still that clinging nature around me. But the reason I'm more drawn towards this gentleman, this other person, is every single time he moves, my immediate knee-jerk reaction is to keep clawing away, keep grabbing and trying to just get this information. We don't want it. There is a reason that we have not found it yet. And unfortunately, I feel like it is for our safety. I don't feel like anything good will ever come from knowing what is going on. What's going on? There are a lot of, okay. They're not bad people, but have done bad things and will not hesitate to continue to do bad things. I don't feel comfortable. I do not feel good. If you already know and you're doing it as like a thing to just try and get confirmation to see whether a psychic is real or not, fair enough, all power to you. I do not blame you in the slightest. But if you don't genuinely know this person's name, stop looking. You don't want anything to do with them, because it's not going to be good and it never will be, unfortunately, because I just feel like I want to throw up. And like, I've got a cast iron stomach. It's very hard for me to feel sick. And I just, yuck, just very yuck inside. Hi, Mum.
Hey, mate.
How you going?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Have you finished?
I think so.
Yep. All right. I've got Alana Marie. Says, hello, lovely to see you. Any guidance for me, please? Alana, I've drawn the 3 cards for you. I thought, I do oracle cards, guys. Sorry, we should have said that before. I do oracle cards and Michael does the tarot cards, okay? I don't like tarot. I just couldn't be bothered learning both the major and minor arcanas. But what I've got for you, Alana, is I've got wishes come true, good luck, good fortune, windfall, and I've got love, romance, love improvement. So I don't know if you're hoping for a romance or hoping for okay, sorry. I'm just getting the message coming through as I'm trying to talk at the same time. Okay, so when it comes to romance, all right, everything's really, really good. Okay, so I don't know if you've just met someone, not long met someone, because I feel like it's something that's only been going on for a little while, not very long at all. If the romance hasn't already started, It will be starting soon. I feel like that you've known this person for a little while, but you've sort of done your own things, you know what I mean? Like throughout life and stuff, you've sort of done your own things, had your own different partners and stuff. But I feel like you guys have been brought back together again, okay? So you talk to this person quite a lot. And like I said, I do feel like that you already know them. But this is, if it's just in the friendship and just in the early stages at the moment, this will progress. Like it will progress. And it will go for, like, it will last quite a while, actually, this relationship. You just click. You just seem to click, which is really, really good. So, yeah, so all you've done is ask for any guidance, but it's come up about the relationship and that everything is going to go really, really well, and it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. So I hope that helps.
Okay, I'm reading through the what is this? StreamYard. Sorry, I'm not used to that name. A lot of comments, because this comes up on YouTube as well. I didn't know that, so I apologize. There's been a lot of people that are like, oh, and my question's being come up. Should I just do this? Genuinely,
Sorry, it comes up through Yardstream, Periscope, Twitch.
Okay.
And they do all come through. Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry, guys. It's just because I've had so much. There is a storm outside. I just went and checked, so there is a storm. But that's why I've had the delays, and I've had so many in the lobby this evening.
Okay. All right, cool. Because I'm just seeing things. I can only just make out the little writing, so my glasses are amazing, by the way. But yeah, we can see them. But because the two of us have the three different up on Facebook.
This one here's from YouTube, if it'll get up there, but mine keeps freezing. The red ones are YouTube, I think.
Yeah. So it's got the little YouTube logo and that.
YouTube logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see them, unfortunately.
See, that's a YouTube one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. I've just been having streaming issues, so it's been freezing tonight. There's a storm here. That's why I haven't been able to bring your comments up this evening, and I am just starting to see them. I'm sorry. There's nothing much I can do with the delay this evening.
Yeah. No, well, as I just said, like, we haven't noticed them as well, so I do apologize. I will try to see them.
I mean, that's me that's getting you to leave the lobby, Dale, because they finished it already and go back and watch it on play. It's me that's actually getting you to leave the lobby. Sorry, sweetheart. Yeah, there's just too many in there and it's freezing.
Yep. Okay. It is now the Michael show. Mum just had to go pee. Okay, so
yay! Tell her to me.
Oh, I should have also got it to Grandma Puffer, but oh well, that's okay. Okay, so the Nomad Trees that's currently up. You've asked what's in for me in regards to love. You are a single female. At the moment, you've got a whole lot of other stuff that you need to deal with. I was immediately, like, not even thrown, I was like catapulted straight into a workplace. This might not be where you work from. This is just what I get. Whenever I see a workplace, I'm immediately put into office space, and that's how I know I'm immediately put into work. I was catapulted straight into there. That to me is telling me that nothing else is supposed to matter right now. We need to focus on the work. Okay, there is a lot of empty spots around me in these cubicles. There's a lot of empty spots. I don't feel like they're going to be filled anytime soon. So I do feel like there's a sense of loneliness. I feel like there is a sense of not so much fear, but kind of a sense of dread, if that makes sense. Because I feel as though that loneliness is just like, it feels like the walls are just going to keep coming in. So whilst in a sense, later in life, someone, but at the moment, I do feel like it is just the loneliness coming in that makes us want someone. I don't feel like it's someone that's really going to solve that issue of that emptiness at the moment. But right now we really need to focus on the work. Okay, something big is going to be happening quite soon, and that's where all of our focus is going to be. We're not going to have the time for anyone else, unfortunately. So I do apologize, Nomad, but I don't feel like it's going to be anytime soon, this year, next year. It's, if you do find someone, it's not going to be love, but I do feel like that companionship will be satisfied rather than, yeah, it just feels like that companionship will be satisfied rather than finding someone for a long period of time, if that makes sense.
That's awesome, Michael.
Do you like how he even pushed my chair out of the way when I ran off? Making tea for me. Now,
Michael, I've popped one up there from YouTube, and thank you for all the YouTube followers that we've had come through this evening, and thanks for liking and sharing our new page. Michael, do you want to do this one while Mum's coming back in? This is another one off the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I've popped it up on the screen.
Does Chav want me to reach out to her only if she's Virgo, both female? Okay. Okay. This is a situation where I'm getting a silent treatment kind of thing. So I feel as though, yes, they want us to reach out. Yes, they want that assistance, but they're never going to outwardly say, hey, I need help. I feel as though they're in a position where their mental space, for lack of a better word, is an absolute mess right now. I feel like there's been a lot that's been going on. There is a lot that is affecting their psyche. There's a lot that's affecting their mental ability to just get up every day. They are not going to reach out and say, I need help, can you help me? Because I feel like in one way, it's not pride. It's not, I'm too good, I don't need help. It is, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to answer this. I don't know how to keep going. I don't know how to articulate what I want. But at the same time, I know that a lot of people do go through that situation. The situation is very dire. It is, don't get me wrong. But you're going to have to reach out to them rather than them ask for any help, rather than them reach out to you and say, hey, I need assistance. I don't feel like it's pride. I don't feel like it's ego. I don't feel anything like that. I feel like it is genuinely a situation where I need help, but I have no idea how to function right now. And I need someone to take that initiative to be like, hey, it's okay, we can get through this, rather than, hey, if you need help, I can help fix the problem. Don't go into it trying to fix it. Go into it trying to assist them and help them to refunction, to reboot, and get used to coming back into that regular day-to-day life. They are going to be able to sort out their issues for themselves over time, but right now, I feel like I just need a friend and someone to hold me and say, I'm going to be okay. So I do hope that that helps. Person whose name I have forgotten, I do apologize, but yeah, there's a lot going on. She just needs a friend, if that makes sense.
Yeah, awesome, Michael.
Okay.
And again on my side, as soon as I can, I'm going to bring Denzel up on screen. So just keep reading on. Just choose someone off the live feed there, guys, because I can't get anyone up. And as soon as I can, I'll bring Denzel into the feed.
Okay, cool.
Now, just before I read someone, Sophie, yes, we have seen your question, okay?
Oh, thank you. I've been watching her come through. She thinks we're skipping her, but it's just the feed at the moment, darling. I promise you we're not skipping you.
Yeah, no, we're not skipping you. The thing is, with the mediumship with me, unless someone is standing there waiting, because they know up there before we get on here who's going to be on our lives, like on anybody's life, okay? They already know straight away in advance who's going to be there. If they really, really, really want to speak to someone, they're going to be standing there lining up waiting. And I've actually seen them in a line with me before where they've been lining up and waiting. So I don't have anybody standing here or jumping in to talk to anybody at the moment, Sophie. So, we got.
Hey, Denton.
So yeah, at the moment, Sophie, I don't have anybody lining up or jumping in to talk straight away. So what I do when that happens is I just put messages out there, put the feelers out upstairs, and get them to send it all around and find out. And then we try to hope and pray that someone will come in and talk to us. Okay, but in the meantime, I don't have anybody standing there wanting to jump straight in and talk to anybody right this very minute. So. Just so that you know, Sophie, yes, we are seeing your question. We do know, and I've been asking, so, but nobody has come forward yet. So, all right.
I'm pinching the iPad because my phone is about as dead as I feel inside. So, hi, P.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
First off, Angel, thank you for choosing me and having Kimbo Reads on the show.
Oh, thank you. And what
And
time is it over there?
I don't want anything to do with Michael because I talk to him way too much.
It's not the Michael show anymore. It's my turn.
I'm gonna leave you a gift in your MC house. I'm gonna poop in his lawn.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh my god.
Uh,
What would you like to know then?
looking
You don't
for-
want to talk to him. Go away, Mike.
no, we're done with Michael. I've had enough of him. I'm just here for a general, if possible, please.
Just for a general?
Yeah.
Cool. I can do that. It looks nice and bright and sunny wherever you are. You can
It's
see
just
the
a good
light.
camera. It's actually kind of cloudy out. It's weird. I'm just sitting.
Oh, really?
You know,
Oh, we
lights.
got rain. So, yeah, it's raining over here at the moment. So,
Got to get the right angles.
yeah. All right. So you've just asked for a general. So what I've done, I've turned 3 cards. I've got confusion, uncertainty, doubt. Okay, so straight away I'm getting that you are questioning something. You've got a decision to make. Okay, and I just feel like that you're sort of and an ahhing about which step to take, like which way to go. I feel like you're doubting your own decision.
Go get the wipes. Go get the wipes.
Wipes in your bum. I just feel like that you doubt your decisions sometimes, okay? I just feel like that you second guess yourself sometimes, all right? You need to stop doing that, okay? Whatever it is that you've been worried about lately, because I feel like that something has been lingering with you. The second card that I got was wishes come true, okay? So whatever it is that you guys have been working towards, or slowly, I feel like there's something that you're slowly taking steps to improve. There's something so it is going to come true, like all the effort and the time and stuff that you guys have put in, it is going to grow. Is he right?
No, the baby's dirty, so I'm right here.
Okay. So whatever it is that you guys have been working on, your dreams are going to come true. I'm not sure if you guys are looking to move to a bigger premises or what it is, but I'm feeling that there is going to be a move coming up. Okay, and I do get that's within, like, there's a decision that you're going to make within the next 3 months in regards to a move.
How did you know?
Hey?
That is 100% true.
Oh, there you go. You need to not get upset when things sort of don't go exactly the way you want them to go. Okay.
Oh, no.
Because I've got the angry, dismay, upset card for you. So you, just because things don't go the way you want them to go, getting upset and angry is not going to change that. Okay, it's not going to fix the problem. It's not going to solve the problem. You're just going to get yourself all hot-headed for no reason at all, really. And then you annoy everybody else in the house when you get in those stages. So you need to not so upset when things don't go exactly to plan. But whatever it is that you guys have been working on, and like I said, I do feel like it is a house move. That move is definitely coming. Okay. I do feel like I'm getting more room to run around in the house. But at the moment, I feel like a bit. Your grandfather on your father's side, he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just had this. Okay, so when I do my mediumship with the women, when I get ladies, I get an instant sweat. Like I get extremely hot. But when I get the men, I get really, really cold. And I've just had this grandfather come right in and just virtually hug me. Like just give me this big hug. So I feel like that. I feel like that hug's for you though. I don't feel like that hug's for me. I feel like that hug is for you. Okay.
You know,
so I used to give these really big hugs because he's just like really squashing me in this big like bear hug sort of thing.
It's weird to say that because the
all
last
the
couple of
time.
weeks,
Like all the time. Like, you make him laugh. Like you make him laugh. You are so much like him. Like it's unbelievable. Your personalities are just so much alike. It's scary how much alike you two are. But that gentleman, that grandfather, is just like, yeah, I'm here and I can't hold and I'm not letting go. So
yeah,
he's always with you and he's always been with you. So
yeah, I did. The last couple of weeks, I smelled cigarette smoke. He used to be a big smoker, and I could smell cigarette smoke just randomly. And I found a couple of dimes just randomly around my house, and I don't have change, so it's like, okay, that's who it is then. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he's letting you know that he's around. Yeah, he's around a lot, like a lot. But like I said, with the move and everything, it is going to happen. It will happen. And like I said, I feel like there is a little bit of more room there for you guys. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at about 3 months before this decision that you've got a final decision that you have to make. There's changes with your work in relating to this. I feel like there's I feel like there's more responsibility coming for you. Okay. There's a couple of people. Okay. There's a couple of people at work that sort of really do your head in. They don't listen. They like literally just do not listen to a word you say. It goes in one ear and out the other. It's going to come to a crunch. They're going to see a side of you that they haven't seen before. I feel like you really hold yourself in a lot when you're at work. I feel like you don't. You really want to roar sometimes, but you hold that in. Yeah, well, you're going to roar at these two guys because they're just being so stupid. Like they're not taking their position seriously. They're not taking their job seriously, and they need to because it affects other people around them. It's not just them that it affects other people around them. So but don't get so frustrated and angry when things don't go your way or don't go exactly the way you want them to go, okay, because things happen for a reason, and there's a reason that has not gone that exact way. There's something else there coming up, okay? So just take that little bit of a step back and just sort of, when you feel yourself, just sort of breathe. It'll work out. But definitely the move is there, and that change in responsibility with the job and that as well. So hope that helps.
No, that was perfect. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome.
Way better than Michael's. No.
Way better than Michael. It's been the Michael show, but I'm better than Michael.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you later.
That sounds good.
All right, then, I'm glad you enjoyed that reading. I'm not going to be able to disconnect you from my end. You're going to have to leave the studio yourself, sweetheart, because it's frozen this side.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but thanks for joining us this evening.
Thanks. That was cool.
All right, we'll do a few more. I've still got Raylene in the lobby as well, but we'll just do a couple more off the page, and then I'll bring Raylene up as soon as it unfreezes.
Okay, cool. We'll do. How long did you want to go for? Because it's nearly 10 o'clock now, so we'll do.
We're going to wind up as soon as I can get Raylene out of the lobby. So just do a few off the page, and then because she's been waiting ever so patiently in the lobby, I couldn't dare not read for her.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, my apologies. It just keeps freezing. I'm doing the best I can to keep unfreezing the system from this end, but yeah, I'm so sorry. There's storms. I'm going to go down tomorrow and get another connection as well to give it another boost. I think it's because I'm streaming out on so many platforms tonight. I have got it streaming out on 10 different platforms at once, so I might have to give my computer a bit of a boost. But I do appreciate all the support we've had from YouTube this evening, also Periscope, Twitch, Twitter, what's the other one? LinkedIn. I've gone coming out from everywhere. Yeah, so that's probably what. Yeah, so that's probably why we've had a few streaming issues. I might have to give my computer a bit more of a kick. Plus the storms here, so yeah. So I do apologise. I'm just glad that I've got two professionals on tonight that can just keep rolling these readings out.
I don't know about that. We try hard. We try
Right,
very
I'm about to add Raylene, but now I've lost her off the camera.
Ah.
All right. Well, just
Raylene, where have you gone?
all right. While you're just quickly looking for Raylene,
Oh.
I've got the V.
She's left the studio.
Ah.
Hey,
Oh no, she's left the studio.
she's left.
Hopefully she'll
She
come
might
back.
have thought, yeah, she might have thought we weren't going to read her.
Oh,
Hopefully she can hear us and she'll jump back in soon.
all right.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause we're only going to be on for probably another 5 minutes, guys. So I'm going to let these guys jump straight back onto the feed. Sorry, I haven't shared too many comments and pictures tonight because of it freezing this end. But yeah, I'll just get Michael and Kim to do like two more readings each, and then we'll probably wind it up for the evening. So I'd just like to thank Kimbo's psychic readings, Michael, Kim. I so appreciate your support this evening, and because of how much it's froze on the host's end this evening, and how much you've supported me and just rolled.
one way to go.
Hey, there we go.
That's all right. Thank you very, very much, Andrew, for having us on and giving us the opportunity to actually come on tonight.
Yeah.
It really builds us up as well and gets us out there and helps us as well greatly. So
Thank
we
you
really,
very,
really
very
do
much.
appreciate the support from you. It's awesome, you know. Yeah, and we just help as much as we can. So, all right. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple more like Andrew's asked us to do. I've got one for Praveen. Because I can I have a reading about my job, please? So what I've got is I've done 2 parts. I've got decisions and choices. I've got contract, commitment, marriage, and I've got the right time now, do it now. So obviously, yeah, there is choices that you need to make. Okay. With the contract, commitment, marriage, it's not a contract for marriage. I don't feel like it is marriage. But I do feel like that there is a contract there that you've been offered. But you're sort of umming and ahhing about it, whether or not to take that opportunity or not. Now is the right time. So the third card I got was the right time now, do it now, okay? So whatever this decision this is, that choice that you've got to make it work, because I feel like something's been offered. Look, so many people are being offered so many different things at the moment with the COVID and it affecting everybody in the world and so many people with their jobs and everything. They're changing a lot of things up, okay? A lot of companies are changing the way that they're doing things and moving forward. They're sort of...
Right. We're a bit muffled at the moment, so keep going.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are being changed, okay? So you've got a choice to make. You don't have to take the offer that they're giving you, all right? You don't have to take it, okay? And don't feel that you do, okay? At the end of the day, it's your choice. You've got to be happy in the decision that you made, and you've got to be happy if you're going to be going to work and doing a job that you're doing full-time, you know, or so many days a week or whatever. But right now, if you're going to make any changes or you've got that decision to make right now, now is definitely the time to make it. Honestly, if it was me, I would be taking the contract that's been offered to me because it's going to be a lot more safer and secure for you than how things are running at the moment. There is going to be a clause. Just be very careful. There is a little clause in this contract that sort of can get them out of it whenever they want. So just have a really, really good look at that contract and make sure you get that clause removed, okay? Because then it's more beneficial for you to have the contract. While that clause is in there, it's not beneficial for you. It's just beneficial for them. So if you can get rid of, if you look at the contract, read the contract, get them to take that little clause out, then it'll be perfect for you. So,
oh, hello.
Raylene.
I found her. Found her.
We go
How are you?
in and out all night.
I'm so sorry, darling. It's because of my connection.
That's all right. I was just wondering if there's any message from my mum, and she's was my best friend and mum. I've got a lot happening lately, and I was just wondering if I'm on the right path.
Okay, all right. Your mum, okay. I had a lady jump in before that came in before. And she was only a little lady, but she kept on taking me to a little garden. You sort of go down a few steps at the front of the house and turn right, and there's a little garden. And it looks like it's only got 4 plants, but it looks like there's either like a puppy or a cat's grave or something, because there's like a little little monument. Is that your mum? Yep. All right. Now, is your father taller? Is he with her as well? Because she had brought a gentleman in with her that was quite tall as well. Okay, so that was your mum. All right. Because I was asking before, and that's what I was explaining to someone else. They know before everybody gets on who's coming on, and unless someone's there to stand there and jump in straight away and talk to me, I put out a message. But this lady jumped in before. Okay. But yeah, she was showing me this little garden, but it only had like four different types of little flowers in it, and I'm like, why are you showing me this? But I felt like there was a pet. Or somebody, there was the pet's grave was in this little garden.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she brought the gentleman with her as well, but he was quite taller than her. And it's like when she looks at him, it's like she's literally like looking up. But I feel like she shrunk a little bit as she got older. Now, that gentleman, was he in the army? Did he serve in the army? Because the gentleman, because he was in a uniform. And I felt,
my uncle, I had 3 uncles in the army, and they were quite tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a brother-in-law which is quite tall. He's in the Air Force.
Okay. The gentleman that came through with her, I feel like he was in the Second World War. Like, I feel like he served in the war. So,
Wow.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know who were they connected to.
My grandma lost 3 sons in the week.
Oh.
I come home. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because
they couldn't find their bodies. So.
Oh, poor bugger. Because what it felt like she outgrew them, so she was still here, but she lost them along the way.
Yeah,
and I
that'd be
felt like
bad.
it was a while ago, so she sort of went for a long time, you know, without them all there. Look, she's such a beautiful lady. Like, I mean, absolutely beautiful lady. So caring and understanding. It's just like nobody can do anything. There's a reason for everything, and she'd find an understanding for everything. So even if the kid's done something wrong, there would be a reason why those kids have done something wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just feel like that there was an explanation. She always listened to everybody, and she really listened to what you had to say. And then she would make her decision on that. And she wouldn't care about what anybody else said. Whatever her decision was, that was her decision. She was really, really nice. Okay. She's saying you need to stop worrying so much. Stop stressing and stop worrying so much. Okay. She said there's some things that you can't change and there's some things you have no control over. Why am I losing my breath with her? Was there something with her throat?
She had lung cancer.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, 'cause I'm losing my breath as I'm trying to get the words out, but I'm just it's really hard to get the words out for her. Yeah, so but she's saying that you need to stop worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. Okay, she said so what she said is you think like months in advance, like you're thinking about things months in advance. I mean, I know we all think ahead and stuff, but she said sometimes you get a little bit silly. She said sometimes she gets a little bit silly and goes a little bit too far. She said you need to sort of stop and take a step back. Okay, and she said she said make sure you listen and look around like the whole situation, everything around whatever this is involving. She said you need to look at everything because she's literally going like this, yeah. So she's literally standing there going, you need to look around everything around you. Okay. I'm just saying what else she's okay. Did she had her ankle not long before she passed?
She fell. Yeah, her body was breaking down, and she had fluid in the lungs, and her legs used to leak, and she twisted her ankle, and that's what made her go into hospital because I used to care for her. Yeah.
Okay. Because she's taken me to her ankle, so that's why like what's going on there? Because she's taken me directly straight down to her ankle. So, look,
that was a bad one.
Sorry. Even though I'm getting everything for her, she is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm empath, so I feel everything. Okay. So I feel all the sicknesses, I feel all the illnesses and everything. So even though I'm having problems talking, that's showing, like, for me to know who it is and that. But she said, don't worry so much about things, okay? She said you need to sort of stop and breathe. You need to breathe, she said. You take on too much at once, okay? You need to stop worrying about everybody else and all of their crap that's going on around you, and you need to just focus on yourself and your family, okay? She said you do a lot for other people. Okay. Have you got a sister? Okay. Is there, okay. I don't know if she is your sister. I feel like this lady's only about 2 years older than you, maybe. I feel like you do a lot for this person. But I feel like this person is taking advantage of it. So, like, they take advantage of it sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lady. It is a lady. But I feel like that she's done this before in the past as well. I feel like, okay. What it feels like to me is that this lady reckons she's got it so hard done by, like she's so hard done by, and she's missing out on so much, and this isn't fair, and that isn't fair, and da-da-da, and, you know, no, like, she needs to pull her head in, because it's not about her, and she makes it about her all the time, okay?
5 sisters, and it sounds like one of my sisters.
Okay, yeah, I just feel like it's attention, a big attention seeker. That's what I'm getting. Okay, your mum's saying don't worry about her. She's saying just let her go. Just ignore her. Just let her go. Don't worry about her. She said she'll get herself sorted out. Don't worry about it at all. Okay. But your mum, all right, you see things, but because you've got so much going on at the moment, you're not really picking up on it, or you're not really taking much notice of it. It's like you sort of very quickly think, oh, yeah, but then it's gone again. Do you know what I mean? So you need to start taking notice of those little messages, because she's sending you little messages, okay? She's sending you little signs to let you know, especially when you ask for her, okay? Because you talk to her a lot. Like, you talk to her a lot. She's saying, I know, I can hear you. She's saying, I can hear you, like, you know. But she's saying you need to just look after yourself. She said, just for once, can you stop and just look after and worry about yourself? Okay? Because you always worry and look after everybody. Okay, what she's saying is they're not your responsibility. That's exactly what she just said. She said they are not your responsibility. Don't feel responsible for them. Okay. So that's what she's saying, all right? But the big thing is just worrying about yourself. Sorry.
Is she happy about?
Sorry.
Is she happy about the house we bought?
Is Mum happy about the house you're in?
Okay. Honestly, do you want her honest words? Her honest words were, I'm not fussed as long as you are happy.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
Cool.
Sorry.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, this is her cousin here. Was it? Did she
see anybody? I can only hear yous. I can't see yous.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Did she say fast, or did she use another terminology?
Yeah, fast.
Yeah.
Is that what she would normally say?
Well, she normally say a 4-letter word.
Yeah, well, we're behaving ourselves.
We're being good little boys.
Our live on Thursday and Sunday nights, we're pretty, anything goes, but we're behaving ourselves tonight for Angel.
We're being good little boys.
But yeah, we're pretty open and honest and very straightforward on our own lives. But yeah, we said no, we'll behave ourselves tonight.
Oh no, go for it. Feel free to fire away.
Those are some dangerous words you say.
Hey, I use those deep, interesting words.
But she doesn't. She just said it. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. Because, like, being up there, they can't really change anything. They can't do anything. You know what I mean? But you need to really be open to the signs. Like, you need to, when you're getting that glimpse, when you're seeing that, or you're I get that it's feelings. you get a lot of feelings, you need to take notice of those feelings, because that is your mum, okay, and that is her letting you know that she is around, and that, look, as she said, it doesn't matter what she really thinks at the end of the day. She doesn't have any control over anything down here. So, you know, it doesn't really matter what she says or thinks. Everybody's just going to do whatever they want anyway. So, yeah, but are you still there? Are they gone? Everybody's gone and deserted us.
Oh no, what a shame. Oh, that's terrible. At the moment, we know that the live was going from about 8 until 10. So right now we're just going to wait for Miss Angel to pop back on. Hopefully the internet weather will let her come in and let us know what's going on.
Have we got another question we can read until
There's
she
a
comes
few.
back in?
There's a lot that have come in. Like Chrislyn and Tegan Walsh. Tegan Walsh was asking for a general. Chrislyn's going through a lot of stuff. I don't mean to sound rude, Chrislyn, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, and I do apologize, but we're going to need to grow a bit of a backbone, and you're going to need to cop it on the chin and be like, okay, things are going to hell. I need to stand up and fix as much as I can, or I need to be the brave one and the confident one.
We were just kept on reading, Angel. You disappeared. Now you're back.
Yeah. There was lightning out here and the dog wanted out, and then my computer went completely blank, and I was so shocked that I even got it back on, honestly. So we're just going to wind it up for the evening because we have gone over. So
Yeah.
I do apologise for my end on the streaming this evening. I'll try and get a booster or something put in tomorrow for Thursday night. Thank you for everyone that did jump into the lobby. Sorry, I didn't, if I come across a bit rude, because I kept freezing all the time, so I couldn't really greet you the way I'd normally greet you into the lobby and onto the live feed. So I do appreciate Michael and Kim's professional with just continuing the readings this evening, even though I kept fading in and out. And I kept losing. I was speaking away and the feed wasn't coming through, but I was hearing you all guys perfectly. Now this lightning stopped, the feed's come back perfect.
Yeah, I know. That'll be right. Just as we're finishing.
Yeah, and right at the end of the show, do you know what I mean? Like, we've had that
Yeah.
storm going for an hour and a half now. It's now just stopped, and it's 10:15.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now
I
we're
work-
the perfect line.
yeah, I work only just around the corner from your place. I was actually 2 streets from your house a couple of weeks ago.
Well, you could have called him for a coffee.
Yeah, I will next. I'll be over. I think I'll be over that way on Thursday, maybe. Yeah.
Whenever you're around near the studio, just call in.
Yeah. I will. I will definitely. But
It's my studio, it's my shop, it's my home, it's all wrapped into one.
but thank you, Angel, very, very much for having us tonight. We really, really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that let us read questions for them. We hope that we helped you, you know, even if it was just in a little way, you know. But
I'll have you guys back on again in the next couple of weeks as soon as I've got the, you know, so because look at this feed now, it's absolutely amazing, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And this is what it normally streams like. So, you know, so I'll definitely get you back into the studio because they were fantastic. You were just rolling the readings out tonight. Thank you for inviting your clients and guests on this evening because I ran out of time, so I didn't put up a post to get anyone in this evening. So I do thank those that have jumped in. And I want to thank everyone that has tuned in and followed us tonight on YouTube, that has connected in on those pages, Periscope, LinkedIn or Instagram. I've got it going out on 10 platforms tonight, so that would have caused an issue as well because it's the first time I'd used the whole 10 platforms at once. Or is it 12? It might even be 12. But anyway, I'll work it out once I get off to see what's
going on.
No worries.
Yeah, and with the storm. But you've done an amazing job. So I'm just apologising to all the viewers tonight that we didn't get as many faces and names up on camera. That was due to the studio's fault. I just couldn't get a clear feed. I'm just glad that everything did go along smoothly. So thanks, Kim, and thanks, Michael, for coming in. Are you wanting to do another reading or just wind it up?
We'll just wind it.
I'm happy to wind it up.
Yeah.
I've been gone over by 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm sure out for a cigarette because I do.
I've been working all day and then come home, had a couple of hours, and then doing this. So yeah, I want to go.
That was
over.
beautiful connections you done tonight too, Kim, with the mediumship. That was beautiful.
It
Well
was
done.
awesome that I found out who it was for. That
Yeah,
was
and
great.
you know what? You know what? That lady also come and sat here for a while.
Oh really?
Oh, awesome.
Did she?
So she knew damn well she was going to get a reading, like, you know what I mean? Because she was waiting, and that lady was in the lobby from nearly the beginning of the show.
Oh, there
Oh,
you
okay.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so she's probably left you and come to this side thinking she's going to get read, and then when it's come up, she's jumped straight back over.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so she was definitely waiting to come through. So that was beautiful how you made that connection. And Michael, I really appreciate just how you just kept rolling out the readings. I really
You've done
appreciate it.
really well.
You're,
No,
you're, you're on fire tonight, mate. On
yeah,
fire.
you're on fire.
I was still making a comment. I was like, oh, it's like, yeah. It's like, yeah. So, okay, so thank you guys. I am going to wind it up for this evening. So thank you, Michael and Kim, for joining us.
Thank
Thank
Really,
you very much.
Bye, everybody.
really
Thank you.
appreciate it. And
No
we'll see you all again next Thursday, guys. Thursday, 9 p.m. Catch us all then. Bye.